I can't hide my frown, my smile is hiding from my mouth. I can't lie, my mind keeps finding time to fight myself. I dive so deep inside, feel like I died and I'm in hell. Or I'm so high, my eyes can see the ground beneath the clouds. Don't look down, don't look down. I tried to keep it quiet, silence on my cries for help. As long as I am rising till I'm upside down, I won't look down.
What is going on, guys? I threw that little intro together like 15 minutes ago. I'm actually going to go to this right here while I get some other YouTube pages up because I have like 6. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be reviewing some of my old videos. And I want to like react to them and I guess see what the old Gary was. A lot of the stuff's venomous. I do have some leopard geckos and stuff, but the first thing I want to say to everybody watching is you see US Ark behind me. There's going to be, what day is it? I have to look. I just seen it. There's going to be a big live on Dave Kaufman's channel. It's going to be 7 p.m. Central Time. It's actually going to have Phil Gross on it and Ryan and Erica McVeigh. So that's going to be a must watch. And then Fauna Radio is going to be talking about some stuff and giving some people some steps to do that I'm sure they're going to talk about too. But give you guys some steps to do and why it's important to do these steps and just kind of reinforce what they'll probably be saying. And of course, when I go solo, I always have a cough. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to add this to stream. And what you see is just this YouTube channel is kind of hidden. It's got 59 subscribers. This was the one I created right away, right when my other channel was taken down and I knew I wasn't going to get it back. I put this channel up. Now here's the ticket. Here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. I started uploading on this channel and then I stopped and then I started Orner Exotics a few years later. And I had a hard drive with all these finished videos on it and I was starting to upload them. That hard drive went bad. I still have it. I got to get it recovered because I have over 400 to 500 videos on it. And we can go back and review those. It'd be kind of fun. But anyways, let's just dive right into this. And the first thing I want to do is, let's see. Some of these say I watched them already because I've gone back and I've watched some of this stuff a long time ago. I haven't watched any of this in a long time. So we'll go to Orner Exotics. As you see, I have tons of videos up. Going back to 9 years ago. And then I have, this was 12 years ago and 11 years ago. So it shows the timeline about when it happened. I kind of lost this stuff 12 years ago. Around 2010 is when I lost my channel. I started like 2007-ish, I want to say. So some of these videos might be dated. The quality might be bad, but we'll just dive right in. This first one's just an anniversary thing for my wife. It was our first anniversary. Here is 2012 when I bought back into it and I started doing leopard geckos again. And let's just click it and let's see what's going on. Let's see how cheesy this is. And I have really good internet. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Okay, everybody.
I still have that rack.
I thought I would take a video of a group of leopard geckos. As you see, they got vermiculite everywhere. Oh, I have 2 different types of lay boxes in here. I have this big one with a hole on this side, and I have one with it on this side.
Oh, that's bell stuff.
I have a female leopard gecko in here that if I don't have it on top, she won't lay. So it's for her, and I believe
what I learned after that is all my stuff has it on top now.
She is the one that has a regrown tail. That one right there.
Real quick. What's not funny about this video is the male that's in with the animals was the male that turned out to be Het Tremper and Het Bell.
Non-leopard gecko people.
That female
Most of
or
the
that
time,
male
they
right
will
there.
all go to the bathroom in one corner. It makes it pretty easy.
That big boy.
Now we'll go through this leopard gecko group.
I'm almost
and then I'll show
positive.
you the eggs from this group. This here is a double het radar male.
When I say double het back
got
then, when I say double het, that just meant it carried 2 recessives, which is kind of ironic now that it also carried
really
trumper.
good size. I have a Bell possible het radar. This here is a Bell possible het radar. Inside this little container is a snow bell, and she is grabbing. Then inside the big lay box is another Bell possible het radar, the one that usually doesn't lay in this box. So hopefully she might start laying in that box. I'm not totally sure.
And to go over this real quick, just for people watching and saying, "Hey, what's going on?" With that one missing its tail, it was actually another female that took that tail off. It could have been one of them females there. I don't remember, but it was a female. They got in a little, fight, and that's what happened.
I know for sure now that one of these Bell possible hets is a het radar. I know that now for sure. A buddy of mine that I bought this group off, his name is Thad. He owns Ohio Gecko. Sold me this group, and he had the first run of eggs from it, and he hatched out his striped radar. So I do have a radar. I do feed superworms to my geckos, and I feed dubia roaches. I do not dust the mealworms or the superworms. I put a dish of calcium.
I don't do that anymore. I learned that a long time ago. I take the bran out of that and I put it right on the mealworms.
And I've done that for years, and it works out the best for me.
So that's kind of weird.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and look at some of the.
I don't use substrate. I don't use paper towel anymore either.
I do incubate eggs, even if they did go bad, until I know they're bad. This one here was laid on the 14th. It was shortly after I got these geckos. Yeah, I would say.
And
2
yes,
weeks.
breeders will sell gravid.
They laid, and the first 2 went bad. These were laid, and they were bad from the start, and I still tried to incubate them just in case. These were laid on the 5th, I believe, or 6th. I believe it was the 6th because I have the 5th one. No, it was the 5th because I have the 5th here. Now here, out of this group, I have 7 good eggs so far. This egg right here should be hatching in about, what is it today, 20 days, roughly, maybe sooner, I don't know. Everything's being incubated as male because I would like to get a male radar in the group. 2 eggs laid on the 2nd. Here's 2 eggs laid on the 6th, and 2 eggs laid on the 12th. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people have really wet.
Whoop, that was my fault, guys.
For now,
let's get back to that.
They laid, I believe, or 6. I believe it was.
I hit the side button. I have side buttons on my mouse
because I have the 5th here. Now here, out of this group, I have 7 good eggs so far. This egg right here should be hatching in about, what is it today? Maybe 20 days, roughly, maybe sooner. I don't know. Everything's being incubated as male because I would like to get a male radar in the group. 2 eggs laid on the 2nd. Here's 2 eggs laid on the 6th, and 2 eggs laid on the 12th. Now I've been seeing a lot of people have really wet incubation medium, and that's going to look wet. That's probably why I've been seeing it, but it just clumps together. As you see, I do not put any holes in the cup at all. I do check my eggs daily. As you see how white that egg is.
I no longer check my eggs daily.
I don't put holes in any of the cups because I am opening them at least every other day to check on them. And that's what I will do here really quick. As you see how nice and white these eggs are. No denting in yet. You shouldn't see denting in this early. That one should be starting to dent in here soon. This one, I didn't put as much vermiculite in it, but it's still working out pretty good. I was a little worried when I noticed that. I believe these were laid in the middle of the night, and I caught them when I came down to check on them. And yes, I do check on my geckos at all times of the night. 2 more good eggs. So you guys seen the eggs from the radar group, and I will give a little talk after this. All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Gary Owner, for the ones that do not know, and for the ones that do know, hey, what's up?
Look at all the stuff I wrote down behind me.
Today I'm just doing a short clip on a radar group that I purchased from Ohio Gecko, and I'm pretty excited about it because they did produce the radars for Ohio Gecko, so I know there's a het radar in there for the females. Just giving you an idea, I'm going to start uploading videos for animals again, and I'm going to be doing shows very soon. Soon to me, within a year. I just have to get my gecko egg production up to par so I can go to shows and sell. I will be having geckos for sale online very soon, and that's within, I would say, next 2 to 3 months.
I think this is all talking now. So the key to this one is Ohio Gecko sold me that group of geckos, and I see you guys chatting. I should have eggs at the end of the week. I think that's sweet. Trouble gum, yeah, trouble gum. What's really bad about that is I purchased that stuff from Thad, and he already bred the group, and he knew I was trying to get back into things. This is like right after the bad part of my life, and I moved to Green Bay the first time, and I was trying to get back into the game, and Thad helped me out, and he sent me this group of geckos. And so I bred them, and I bred them the next year. And that's when I found out that I had a het radar, het radar and het raptor. It is het tremper and het bell. So that's that. That group actually was gone. I petted it out. Let's go back and let's see if we can see another one. Here's one that's this one here is going to be kind of thrown out there. This one here is going to show that I used to breed enigmas. It was uploaded 9 years ago to this channel. This was Horner Exotics channel, but I want to say it was produced 2008, 2009. We'll see right here. Maybe I have a date in there. Let's go back to this. Let's see this cheesy intro that I do. I do tons of cheesy intros. So let's see a cheesy intro. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's buffering these old videos, but no, it's not going to let me watch the video. I'm on the same computer. This is just another screen on the same computer. So I guess not. Maybe that one don't want to play. So we'll come back to that one. That was more radar stuff from the same group. Let's go over to the Gary Owner channel, see if we can get into some venomous stuff. Here's Herp Radio and Boomslang. I'll skip over the talking head crap. Here's a lot of older clips. Let's see what that is. This is uploaded. This is re-uploaded in 2010. So this is right after my stuff got taken down, but I was uploading for about 3 to 4 years, before this. So we'll see what this does. This is when I had snakes. Leo has the Turk. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that cheesy intro. Look at that wood panel. What the hell? A little butter. The butter. Is that a butter or is that a lesser? Now look at that substrate.
My raptor wanted to come on and say hi. I love my raptor. He's my boy.
This should tell you how old this is. This is a raptor, and I was going nuts about it. It was a raptor male. So I want to say this might be 2007.
Such a good little... Look at that snake eye. That is an awesome shot. This is my calmest gecko out of every gecko I have. This guy comes up to see me. He doesn't mind me handling him.
I was filming this on like a JVC camera.
Raptor. Real quick.
Oh, see, I'm into guns too. That's something that maybe people know.
About the other barrel.
That's a Mossberg, I think.
I also have this barrel. I came with the scope.
I don't have that gun anymore.
when I bought this, it had the longer barrel with the scope on it. And I was debating on it. I didn't want the longer barrel. I was going to have to buy a shorter barrel for it anyway. And I don't like the stock. I'm going to get a pistol grip stock on it, and I'm going to get
big time. I was really excited about that Raptor.
Okay, guys, don't mind.
Look at that substrate. That's some wet substrate.
But I was trying to show you guys what I do. As you see, I use the same stuff in my lay box as I do my incubation material. Basically, it's a mixture of vermiculite and peat moss.
I still do that.
What you want is it just
but not that wet
enough to clump. And I try to loosen up the top like this, and then make a thumbprint for both eggs. Okay. Now this is a super hypo carrot tail baldy.
Wow.
To a super snow enigma.
Uh-oh.
And
I
she
did
held
breed enigmas.
her eggs a little.
This had to be 2008-ish.
A little long this time, but she just laid them. I'm going to go ahead and.
I was being so careful not to roll the eggs back then. A
little bit better divot.
Oh, jeez.
But then what I do is I get in here, get the eggs. These are 2 good eggs. Once you've seen enough of them, and then I just kind of bury them a little bit in the mixture. And you don't want the stuff too wet. You want it just enough where it clumps together. This is actually perfect.
Not even close to being perfect.
So
I should yell at that guy.
Did the little geckos have enough room to hatch? Well, yes, guys. This is how I hatch them. This is how they are. It's all right, everyone. Everyone asks, how do I set up my geckos?
Paper towel.
All right, so I have 1.3 in this setup. I just introduced a Kodam Snow Pet Raptor.
I say Kodam Snow. That's why I used to call Max Snows. It's Kodam Snows. And Kodaminant is not even really a trait in reptiles. It's incomplete dominant.
The male in this group is a Super Snow Enigma. I also have a normal female. They all cram themselves in that height right now. But I also have a normal and a super hypo carrot tail. Tangerine carrot tail.
That's not a bad looking tangerine for being that old, 2008, you know?
And then, of course, my favorite. Anyone getting high? When I clean their cages, they get all upset at me. But I give them a small water bowl because
females
one
laying
of
them.
these girls, she's not even in there, super hypo tangerine carrot tail baldy, besides that she likes to laying in the water bowl. Everyone's going to laugh at that. So I give them a small water bowl. I just have to fill it up a lot. I like cleaning their water bowls every day. Then they got a mealworm dish, which no mealworms are in there. I have not fed yet. I just actually cleaned. And then their calcium dish.
Sticker still left in that damn thing.
It works better with me giving them a calcium dish. They go up and get it as needed.
So people saying you need this. This is how I used to produce all my geckos.
It's a baby spotted.
Them are actually underrated pythons.
The meanest little thing in the world.
I don't remember that exact animal because I had many of them, but the waggle eye must be Hamburg.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking these and good luck when we get a bunch of babies.
I didn't buy that. Oh, there's a gaboon.
That's not a pretty snake. So beautiful. What's up, everybody?
There's an enigma.
Excuse my voice, I'm a little sick. But for everyone that says normals are nothing in the leopard gecko world, this is a baby from a Super Snow Enigma to a normal.
I paid so much money for that Super Snow Enigma too. That Super Snow Enigma cost me a pretty penny, and then all the misuse.
And what's unique about it is I only got one good egg from this clutch. As you see, we hit on a Codominant Snow Enigma.
Codominant. Well, what is that? What was I thinking?
It's another one.
That one actually looks a lot better than the other one. If you guys didn't notice in the first one, I'll rewind it a little bit. Let's go see the eyelid there. The other one, I think, was actually missing it. If you watch it, we'll go back here.
What's up, everybody?
It's missing some of the eyelid.
My voice, I'm a little sick.
See?
But
that was another
normals.
That was another thing that I noticed with Enigma back then is we would have eyelid problems, digit problems, stuff like that. Now, maybe that stuff's been bred out of the Enigma, but the spinning has not. But there was a lot of issues with Enigma back then, and it could have been because we wanted to produce as many as we could because they were so, worth so much money back then. And that's why I'm so against Lemon Frost is I seen it with the Enigma, and the Enigma's not even on the same level as the Lemon Frost.
Or nothing.
So we'll go back to that other one real
What's
quick.
unique about it is we hit on
this one actually looks a lot better. But you
the
can
eyes on this one are perfect.
see I bring up the eyes. Yep.
This parent of this one is a Super Snow Enigma to a Super Hypo Tangerine Carrot Tail.
I mean, that one there looked perfect.
Bell Enigma.
There's a Bell Enigma.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you guys got to think back in this time, Bell Enigmas were really rare. And I had groups of Bell Enigmas and stuff like that. And Bell Enigma, I didn't see the spinning as much, and I didn't get as many problems. But as you can see here, you can start seeing a little bit of wrinkling in the eyelids and stuff like that too. So I honestly think back in the day that we just overlooked this stuff because we wanted it to work so much. You can see my SSE was in that cage right behind here. My SSE was in there, and I only had one because it was an expensive gecko.
Pretty sweet. It's a baby blue tongue skink.
Blue tongue skinks were something that we loved.
They're a little aggressive, but they're scared.
They're eating machines, though.
Captive bred blue tongue skinks.
And as you guys see, I never had any animals bite me just to bite me. That little baby would bite, and I made sure it wasn't.
Here's a cleaner shot of all 10 babies.
Oh, there's Sonorans.
They're a little nippy now.
This was back in the day when Sonorans weren't common at all.
The light does suck in here.
There's hypo Sonorans.
5 hypos and 5 normals. We have not sexed them, and we're not going to yet.
This here is us at JMG Reptiles. We're at their house and we're shooting off fireworks. That's what that is. Hey, what's up, Mr. J? How you doing today? So, we would get in trouble for this because there was houses around. So we did get in trouble for stuff. There's a gaboon I bought. I think I got a rhino that day too.
I was walking around, didn't know what I wanted to do. I needed a male gaboon, breeding my female. And I was looking, and I found one. Well, I found a few, but this is the one I kept looking at all day. And I ended up getting her at right before we left.
Called it a her. It was a male, Gary.
Little boy.
You dum-dum. I'm pretty sure I got a rhino that day too from the same guy.
I'll do a video.
Because he wanted to move more and he wanted me to buy everything he had, and I was like, I'll take a rhino too.
When I get them all hooked up, and I'll do a video of the female, like I said. So
I think I took on like 50 snakes that day.
Venomous snakes. Come on now. Nothing special, just a Gabby.
So that there shows a little bit of my venomous collection, and it shows you guys some of the stuff I had. Oh gosh. Let's do another one. Let's just do a few more. I can show some rattlesnakes. We can do some old school. It just has buzztails, but it has a copperhead right there. This looks like it has a monocle cobra on the front. So let's look at this. Here's another cheesy intro by Gary. There's a gaboon. Let's see what else I got going on. There's a boom sling. That's not very common. How you doing, Tanisha? I'm doing pretty good today, guys. Today's a good day. Order Exotics is going to come back with some videos.
All right, everybody. This is my holding tank when I move animals and venomous.
Them are Westerns, I guarantee it. They're big.
Very, very, very
Yeah, them Westerns.
Western diamondback rattlesnake.
So people say I'm crazy. I like my venomous snakes. So for everyone today, I don't own these. These are old videos. I'm reacting to my old videos. See how dorky I was.
Very, very aggressive. Female, male. Eat anything that's in front of them. They got nice big long tails, as you see.
Them two there, I forget where I got those two. I honestly forget where I got them two Westerns, but the one on the right is really cool looking to me. I know people want to say the one on the left is really, but that's a typical looking Western.
Now they're in their new home. Pretty loud, huh?
They hate me. Look at that. They really hated me.
I give them one hide. They both cram themselves in there.
And yes, guys, people are going to be like, that's in a glass tank. Guys, this was 12 years ago.
Anyway, so.
I was one of the people putting venomous snakes on YouTube at the time, but that's how most people keep their venomous snakes back then, you know? And I never was bit because of that stuff. There he starts. Look at that rattle. That's a beautiful snake. Them rattles look so good.
Pretty cool, huh?
Camera quality sucks. I didn't know what I knew now. I wish I did.
The female model dog just got done eating.
I bought a pair of those
happy little camper
and wanted to raise those up to breed them, and it never happened. They never bred.
Buzztail you've seen. Your little button. She's getting big, guys.
Them are cool rattlesnakes, though. They are venomous. They are hot, though.
Don't have to do day old pinks anymore.
They're not like
pygmies.
pygmies.
Start having fuzz on them. I don't have to put 5 of them in there for her to eat 1 or 2. She'll eat whatever I put in there. Hopefully she goes.
See that pinky going down. Let's see. Do I throw a cobra or something, or is it all buzzies?
She's a pretty girl.
Gary, you talk too much. See, I even yell at myself.
Does Gary got copperheads? Yes, Gary's got copperheads. This is an adult female.
It's a pretty female.
I want to say she might be 36 inches.
She would bite, without a doubt. That wasn't being calm. She was fine. She was seeing me. She wanted to know what was going on. That was the worst thing you could do for a venomous snake is sit over him like that. I should have done that.
She's a biter.
That wasn't a good position to film that snake in.
She's pretty. Oh, yep, we got copperheads here. All right, to get back down on the copperheads.
I'm doing it again.
There you go. This little girl, I hope, produces for us this year.
So I show them the males are so much smaller. Hopefully, I show a male on this. I forget.
And as you can tell, that you shouldn't be able to see the backbone and ribs of a copperhead. Should be nice and round like that. She eats whatever I put in front of her face.
And most of these snakes were given to me.
She doesn't care.
Venomous people are just different.
She's pretty laid back unless you start touching her. Once you start touching her, she starts doing the copperhead twisty thing and, oh, don't touch me, wiggle all around.
I should know better than to sit up there like that. That snake was stressed out. It's like, what is going on?
She would be nice size, though, huh? One of many venomous snakes here. Excuse me. No,
there's a male. There you go.
Female. He went off food. I think it's because of breeding. And as you see, the great difference in size. He'll breed. He's been doing it. The great difference in size. Excuse me.
Editing video. I'm just doing lives like this. It's easier. But that was that. Watching Toledo Zoo won't be showing up who I am. So I did zoo tours and stuff like that. You guys can go on Gary Yorner. These aren't hidden. We did a lot of older clips. We got old school. We can jump over to Orner Exotics real quick. Let's see. This is a cool little clip. I don't know if I showed this. This just shows, how close JMG and I were at the time. And Jeff Jr. still an awesome dude. Senior still an awesome dude. This is kind of funny. This is funny. This is just showing where we're at back then. This we probably took in 2009.
This is Gary
2008.
He is the largest gecko breeder in the United States by stature and volume.
How much do you weigh, Gary?
Gary,
301 pounds. 301.
Come on, tell the truth, Gary. You're on film. 301. What? That was like for your birth weight. Good. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. You know this, right? That's fine. Jeffrey, stand next to Gary to show Gary's girth and size.
I weigh almost 160.
Jeffrey weighs 160 pounds. Now Gary's trying to pull off and he weighs 301. I'm guessing more 360.
Yeah.
What we want to do is
Oh, I
we're
should
gonna
do.
send $5 in. Send $5 in. Whoever's closest to Gary's actual weight will win the pot. We're gonna have an actual scale. I'm gonna have to take Gary to the actual zoo to weigh him though. Because actually,
So the person
let's
talking
go.
is
We have
Senior,
up to
Jeff
200
Senior.
pounds. There ain't no one's gonna drop up to like 250. So we'll be at the Cleveland Zoo in 3 months. Each person is $5 to enter. The person closest to Gary's exact weight will win the pot. This is a non-profit. I'm guessing 435.
What? 430?
435 and 2 ounces to make sure there ain't no ties. We are going to the ounce with this.
I'm going to go to say 350.
All right, Gary or Jeffrey, what's your guess for the weight?
338, 6 ounces.
John?
297.
297. Randolph, how much you think he weighs?
520.
520. All right, we got a good start here. John or Gary, do you want to guess your own weight?
301.
301. You can enter the pot. All right.
Okay.
Go for it.
Funny story about that is there's a really funny story. That was at Hamburg. We used to go and help out the Gilwoods at shows that we didn't vend. Because we were like family. I mean, we did Daytona together and stuff like that. And that show, at this time, I'm a really large YouTuber. I think around this time I had like 200,000 subscribers, something like that. So I put this up, but there was a person that came and bought a hog nose off the table. And as you see, I was in a JMG shirt. I would wear JMG when I helped them out. And this person went home and says, I bought a hog nose from Gary from Pro Herps, because people don't know I used to own Pro Herps with my brother. And it was all about that. And it was Gail Woods Jr., Jeff Jr., that bred the hog nose. But he didn't say nothing about it. And I had to sign the top of the cup. And he was so excited that he bought that hog nose off of me. That was that show, because that show there was one of the few I wore the white shirt. But that was a funny time. That was a really fun time. Let's see what else we got going on. And I could show you guys when I started coming out. Like I said, these say they were uploaded 9 years ago, but I'm telling you guys that some of these were a little later. They were filmed earlier, but this shows you how big I was. I'm big fat too. But anyways,
All right, guys, I'm going to read
this is
that.
tells you what I was. There's my breeding facility.
Okay, where was I?
Funny thing is, this little white rack to the left, that is an ARS rack. One of the original melamine ARS racks. That thing's probably 30 years old now, and I still have it.
I wanted to show you guys how I'm set up, how I'm
It survived that fire.
doing things now. As you guys heard in the clip, I'm not sure how I'm going to cut these clips up, but I am no longer doing enigmas. For everyone that knew me from my past time of breeding, I did enigmas very heavily. I'm not doing enigmas anymore. I'm going to be doing white and yellow. I do have my male white and yellow, and I do have my female white and yellow. Thanks to Matt at Suspects World of Reptiles, or is it pronounced Suspect? But everyone is one.
Funny story about that too is I was getting back into it. As you guys see, most of this stuff is stuff I bought to breed. I haven't even really produced much yet, other than stuff from that radar group. And I was looking for white and yellow. I was like, I said, I want the top of the line stuff. I want white and yellow. And someone said Sasabek, and I'm like, aren't they overseas? And it was Matt Barak. I had no clue who he was. Honestly, I had no clue. Back in like 2011, 2012, I had no clue who he was. So this might be 9 years ago, 10 years ago. And this is all the breeder. All these have breeders in it that I purchased, and stuff like that.
The male's going to be bred to select 3 geckos right now. I don't think I'm going to go to a 4th gecko. I do have a radar female for him. I do have a tangerine bell pet radar that's going to be bred to him.
Because the white and yellow was bell line.
That might be it. It might be only 2 I have here. Yeah, only 2. I do have a double het radar that will try to bred to him later in life.
And remember, when I say double het radar, that means, when I say double het, it just means it has 2 recessives. That was how I spoke, because I grew up with JMG, and that's how they spoke. So double het just meant 2 recessives, and it was Eclipse and Bell.
Maybe only 2. Because the white and yellow, I'm going to really be selective about what goes into it, because I would rather produce the top-notch looking animals than produce many of the animals. That's just me. That's how I do business. And I think that's why Matt let me in a little bit on the, bell line, white and yellow. Not many people have that line. But show you guys that I do not have a facility. And if I get cut off, I'm sorry. I don't know if I told you guys that already.
This video quality sucks.
I do not have a facility. It's going to be down in my basement. When I get my gecko room done, I will probably produce around 1,500 to 2,500 geckos a year.
I already was talking numbers, guys. I was already talking numbers.
In my room. These racks here are the start. I will have about 3 or 4 baby racks, and that will about 90 babies a piece. And then, of course, my adult racks, I'm probably going to go a bunch of 16 quart, and then I'm going to go a bunch of 28 quart. The 28 quarts, I'll put 2, maybe 3 females in.
Going that old school. Going that old school.
One by ones. So, anyone who wants to ask me questions, they can ask me questions. I am going to start doing YouTube videos again, but I am going to be working again, too. I haven't been working for 2.5 years. I've been doing computer repairs and stuff out of my home. And it kind of got us going, but I'm going to have to get a job because of the geckos. I want to be reinvesting everything. So my time's going to be limited. I'm going to try to at least get something out once a week, once every other week. So if sometimes once a week, there might be 2 videos because of me coming up. But this year,
I'm just talking here. It's nothing special. Let's see if we can find something that has some content to it. Let's go back over here. Let's look at some old school stuff here. That's that cheesy freaking intro that Gary does. And then we'll do one more video, and then I'll go ahead and talk to you guys and let you guys know what's going on. This is going to have some venomous stuff in it, for sure. There's me set up at a show that's probably Columbus, to tell you the truth. Columbus, Ohio. There's one of the rooms. There's some pies. Some Metallica. I'm not sure when this was originally uploaded. I re-uploaded it. There's that model rock. I don't know if that is a female or the male. I might say something. I might say it here. Man, Gary, you suck at camera, man. Look at it. It's not even in focus, guys. What was I thinking? Look at it. It's not even in focus. God, he's garbage.
But getting nice size. Beats anything I put in front of it now. Turn into a good eater. What time to clean the cage?
Sweet. Do I take him out?
Okay, now that I get all the furniture out of this for decoration, I gotta find
Bust
myself
tails.
3 rattlesnakes.
This is a sucky situation. I know what this is about.
So I got one loose? No. I have one up here.
There's a lip
here. So I had to get these westerns out without getting bit. Fun.
And a fun fact, one of them westerns is not a western, just a western. It's a Western Mojave cross.
Fun. Outside of freaking vision. But this cage needs clean. These snakes need to get some nice clean substrate and nice water bowl and some new hides in there. And that little boy right there, he don't like me very much. He is a very upset snake.
Yeah, and I had the glass. Don't get on me, guys. I don't free handle online or live or nothing like that. But I was safe. I was 100% safe. Someone's watching this. Now I'm shooting
There's
through the
one back
glass.
here in this corner. There's that one behind the little box I have. These ones here, like the box like that, they will never get in it if I put a lid on it with a hole in it. It'll sit in it like that. And then this one.
We'll watch one
This
more.
is
Well,
the
no, I
there.
don't know. I don't know if I have anything else we
Behind it,
want to review
The
that
one, the
is
small
old.
one sit in this, and that one will sit back there all the time. I try to keep it simple because this little guy right here, should I say this old man, likes to do all Western bad habits, twisting, biting.
He has a nice tail on him, though. Look at that
The
tail.
other two are real calm, laid back. But that old man right there is a nut. Nothing but a nut.
So I go down. The Mojaves were underneath this group of the pure Mojaves.
And he's like, I will bite you. And he struck at me like 6 times today, and I just got done telling Mike that it's been a while since a rattlesnake struck at me, but I don't get in this cage very often, and this guy strikes. So Mike, here's one that struck at me. There you go, buddy.
TRR
Now,
member.
this is a female that I actually was worried about.
Was this
at one
Coithia?
time. Her motor skills.
That's a monocle.
She was flipping, and when she tried to strike, she would fall back.
I didn't have very many
And she
baby cobras
actually
other than
started doing
monocles.
better.
I think I had a baby forest one time,
She's kind of hiding. She don't think I can see her.
but it was like 2 foot, so it was early a baby.
Let's see. There she is.
It's a monocle.
She started eating better, and she
She
started
doesn't
getting
hood in
weight
this
again,
either.
and she
I can
stopped
see if I can get
doing
at the hood. We can go ahead a
Excuse me, this
little
is the
bit.
one that I was gonna
Yeah, because
sell,
I just sit there and
but I
talk.
can't sell an animal that
We go back to the
cleaned this
gaboon.
girl's tank,
She shed.
and everything was going good. But look what she did. She decided to shed.
Oh, this is gonna have something
She
cool at the
decided
end.
to shed and make a mess.
Uh,
So guess what? I think she's gonna crap too today.
Gaboons gaboons just like bloods when they
But it
shed,
shows
they'll
your
end up
colors.
pooping.
She's a pretty girl.
Hit
I
all
knew
the
she
buzz
was gonna
tails.
shed. She doled out.
In that room, I probably had 20 to 30 buzztails, all the baby monocle cobras, all the gaboons, the boom slangs. It was all in that one room.
I shouldn't complain too much. But
Let's go. Let's show you what another cool little thing I had. I had
this
fish.
thing is sweet.
Check that thing
After
out.
the new year, I got the bigger tank out.
Now, there's a reason why I didn't have a bigger tank. I won't say what this is, but I was told it was a baby. I ordered this from a friend. It was said it was a baby, so I set up a 30-gallon tank for it, and it came in this size.
He still tries to burrow. He pushes that sand up in them corners. See it down here, all swished away. Got sand on top of the rock. He goes nuts.
He went really good when I gave him a 100-gallon tank.
He's a fat eel anyway. He's chubby. He's a chubby eel.
It's an electric eel. For the people that don't know,
And
that's
for
an
the
electric
fish
eel.
People, they know that's not the disease tick. But for the people that don't know, that is sand. The sand particles sit on his skin.
So I kept fish, but not many. I want to get a little bit better and get, maybe get that hard drive done and upload some old videos and stuff. Yeah, Tanisha, that eel was actually something special. I got it from a person that a lot of people are gonna be like, oh my Lord. I got it from the Kick Brothers. For the people that don't know the Kick Brothers, they have had some issues, but the Kick Brothers have a pet store, and I wanted something really rare, and I don't even know how rare it is, but I wanted something different, and it was an electric eel. And he goes, I can get you one that's like 12 inches, just a baby, and it came in that size. He brought it to our reptile show and hands it to me, and I'm like, oh my Lord. The tank I set up was a 30-gallon, but we end up fixing it all up. But what's going to happen with Orner Exotics YouTube page is going to be pretty exciting. I am going to be doing a little of everything, guys. It's not going to just be leopard geckos. It's not going to be just reptiles in the house. I'm going to be doing like reptile shows or expos. I'm going to be going into wild. I got some herping trips already planned out and stuff like that. I have already bought. I got gimbals now. I got two-handed gimbals, one-handed gimbals. I got the film gear. I got the cards. I got the extra battery packs. I have like everything needed to do everything professional. and the stupid quality that Gary didn't know how to do back then would be fixed. Get what I'm saying, because I was crap back then when it came to this. But I did have a lot of cool stuff. I want to get a little more organized because I wasn't organized as much today. I was just going to review some stuff, and I really don't like watching the old videos of myself because I see a lot of mistakes. Like the Enigma thing really bothers me, that I was so big in Enigma. Like, I was producing Enigma on a very large scale, and then it just hit me one time. I'm like, whoa, we're going to back off, and I didn't breed them anymore. Dreamsicles. I was hatching dreamsicles out with no feet. They were having kinks in their tail, no eyelids. Stuff. Just really wacky stuff with the Enigma. And I paid a lot of money for it. I probably didn't invest like $20,000, but I invested more in Enigma than I did white and yellow. I'm hard on myself, brother. Andrew, I'm really hard on myself. Like, there's videos I edit, and I edit. I'm like, they're not good enough. They're just not good enough. So I don't know, but I do got videos already edited. I'm going to be doing premieres, stuff like that. And I get people that's asking, are you looking to make money with YouTube and all that good stuff, or donations and all that good stuff? I do have a few people, and I'm just going to say, just go join USARK. That'd be my donation to me, or paying me. I know you aren't. I shouldn't be. I know. But just join USARK. I'm going to be starting a program with Orner Exotics. I'm going to be launching it as soon as I go live online again, selling animals. That with certain price point animals, I will give like a month or two for, of the $5 $5 a month one. I'll say, if you prove and you go sign up for it, I'll give you $10 off the animal. That's for like the $50 and $100 animals. For like the mid-range and high-end stuff, as long as you prove that you pay for a year USARK ahead of time and you show me the proof, I'll take your membership off of the get-go. I am working out the details right now. I believe that it's great to have me send USARK the money. I'll donate, $40 to USARK with a sale. I would rather get the membership out of it. And if I have to pay for the memberships, that's what I'm going to do. And so we can get the membership numbers up. If I sell 1,000 geckos to the general public and not wholesale, and I can get 50% of those to let me buy them a membership, that's 500 people, 500 families I can add a year to USARK. I'm not going to challenge other people to do it. I'm not going to say that they have to do it. Whatever works for them and helping USARK. That's just what Orner Exotics is going to start doing. I'm going to try to up the USARK membership the best way I know how, and that is pay for the membership. I would rather the membership be there. So when Phil and the team goes to these talks and fights, says we have 1.5 million people that are members of our organization, and we're speaking for them. 1.5 million, not going there and going, we got 12,000 people. We have 12,000 people is nothing when it comes to a worldwide or even nationwide. And 12,000 people is nothing. Once you get to the 100,000 people, it's really nothing when you think about it. But it starts getting impressive when it's 1.5, 2.5. And if we ever could get 20 million, 30 million, that would be amazing. And I'm not saying that the auctions are bad. I think the auctions are great. We need to raise funds. But Orner Exotics is going to go a different route and give memberships to USARK 100% with purchases, even if it's a month-to-month basis. If it's not a month-to-month basis, we're going to figure it out and go from there. Other things you're going to see from me, I do have a leopard gecko care type thing coming out that tells you like how to take care of the pet side. I think that's more important than the breeder side, because if you're a breeder now, you kind of know where to go learn that breeding stuff. So I want to set up something where I get the tank or get the enclosure or whatever and show them actually what should be done when it comes to a leopard gecko, and how they can enjoy it, where they should place it in their house so the gecko feels safe enough but they still can get the gecko and play with the gecko and tell them how often to handle it and go through that type of stuff and hit the consumer, hit the first person instead of going after the breeder. Right now, I will make breeder videos, but they're already out there. Bubba's got a really good one. There's a few really good breeder ones out there, but I want to hit the ones that, you know, the consumer, the ones, the 12-year-olds to the 18-year-olds getting their first gecko, or even the adults getting their first gecko, and try to help them out and tell them the proper things to do so they're set up for success instead of set up for failure. Another thing I want to do with this is I want to travel and I want to do videos on zoos. That's like a huge thing to me. It's going to be on Warner Exotics. I want to, you know, get this, and I'm not looking to profit off this. I just want to be able to give the information of what some of these smaller zoos have to offer. Because let's just be honest, San Diego, people know to go to San Diego, Toledo Zoo, and you know, Philadelphia Zoo, and all these big zoos. They're known for what they do. So, but I want to do stuff like, you know, locally. There's a zoo called the New Zoo. Northeast Wisconsin zoo. So it's called the New Zoo. And it's an amazing zoo. It does lack in a lot of things, and that's some eBay stuff. It does lack in a lot of things, but it has a lot to offer for a family to go and see some amazing animals cared for very, very well. And I want to do stuff like that. Like I say, what sounds bigger to a politician? You know, $1 million or 1 million voters, and it's always 1 million voters, dude. You're right, 1 million voters. And I want to talk to you about Fauna Radio, where that's going. Andrew is, you know, co-owner of Fauna Radio, and we're going to be doing a big push for USARK this next show on Friday. Andrew, I'm probably going to get you some stuff tomorrow. See about your point, you know, what you want to hit on and what I want to hit on, and stuff like that. I think it's time for some of us, you know, content creators, I guess, if you want to call us that, because we have podcasts. But we put a drive to actually join USARK and show the value in joining USARK, because for $5 a month, guys, $5 a month, $5, that's like a Starbucks. That's cheaper than a Starbucks. $5 a month, you can actually make a difference. If we got everyone to just, you know, join in and say, hey, guess what, $5 a month, and we upped, if Fauna Radio and DA Exotics and Orner Exotics did enough to up USARK's membership by 5 to 10%, I would be happy. If you guys blew it away and shared this content and it went to 50%, that means more to me than making $1 million on YouTube. I don't care about the money. So that's my whole thing is I think USARK is going to be something very, very important. You know, it is very important. And I think that when we're not facing bills, when we're not facing laws, we kind of forget about USARK, because Phil and team kind of takes care of things, guys. And we don't know what is happening until they try to rip our animals away from us. And let's be honest, guys, reptile hobby and reptile market is large, but it's not large enough where the government's going to care. You know, they're not going to care. Do they care that Orner Exotics doesn't breed geckos anymore and pay his taxes for the geckos? No, they don't care, because they know Orner Exotics is going to go get a job. He's going to be paying taxes. You know, I mean, I'm small time compared to the gourmet rodents and stuff like that. Them businesses possibly could have something really, really, you know, happen there. But Orner Exotics is back on YouTube. I wanted this to be the way to do it. I might be doing reaction videos to other people's videos. I am going to be nice. I think my old videos suck. I do the uhs and the ums and the stuff like that. And unless I get going on something, if I really get going on something, I can really get the radio voice going and I can talk about it. I don't do the ums. I know how to pause and not say there. I just got to get going on a topic, and then I'm fine. I'm wondering though what the future of the hobby is, because I'm looking at this bill and it's a nasty thing, guys. It's a really nasty thing. They got the right hooks where the hooks need to be. It's not a joke. It's something big. So that's that. I'm hoping that we can do this. I'm going to be uploading stuff. You're more than welcome to react to my videos. There we go. I'll react to some Tanisha videos. I will totally react to some of your videos. Tanisha's awesome, guys. Go to Tanisha and subscribe. I love Tanisha. Tanisha's good people. Mr. J's good people. All the people here are good people. But we're going to be putting together a plan and try to help some people out and maybe get you guys going to USARK and stuff like that. Also, Gecko History. A lot of people are talking to me about that. I am trying to get it up. I am collecting photos because I don't want just my photos up. I'm collecting photos right now to get Tremper. So if you guys have pictures of this, if you're watching this, message me on Facebook or whatever. Anyway, if you know how to get a hold of me, message me on Facebook and just put, in the title, Tremper Albino or whatever. I'm looking for Tremper Albino, Bell Albino, and Rainwater Albinos. Basic morphs. Just Tremper, just Bell, just Rainwater. I don't want Tangerine in it. I just kind of want that base stuff with no combo. If you have it, send it to me. You'll get credit. I'll send people to your website through Gecko History, okay? So I want to thank you guys for, watching some old videos. Not much. The GMG one made me smile because it brought me back to a good time with Junior and Senior. They were really big part of my coming up in the gecko world. I was a snake guy. So, guys, I appreciate it. If you guys need anything, let me know. Leave your comments below. Like this video. I already see we got a love somewhere. I think it was on Facebook. So, guys, just watch. We're going to be putting out videos. Watch. All right, guys, I'm out.